this is full my full recap of my experience. So let's go ahead and start this off here. So this was the plan, right? So how long was I gone, right? I planned to be gone for a total of 5 days. The con was only 3 days, but my plan was to leave on Wednesday, the 7th, so that I could be there the day before the con. So then, like, after my flight, I could just like relax, just kind of vibe out, and just basically get some good rest before the con, because I only imagined how busy this con was going to be. So basically just kind of rest up. That's basically what the plan was, to get there the day before, right? And then was to leave Monday the 12th, which was that was this week. So this was me getting back this week, right? And the con was actually the 8th through the 11th. So I was getting there the day before and leaving the day after. Day after is just like kind of like, so I'm not leaving the con early, just in case anything does end up cool happening. Just getting some rest before my flight, stuff like that, right? Just yeah, like I'm saying here, goals to just give me downtime between the start and finish, right? Which I will say, I swear to God, I lost weight at this con. Like, absolutely. Like, not just with all the walking and the sweating, but like outside, but even like the walking even around the con. Like, I was at the con from, like, let's say an hour or two after I woke up to when I was gonna go to bed. I was at this con a lot. And it wasn't even me like hanging out with people all the time. Sometimes it was just me just hanging out by myself. And just vibing, basically. Like, yes, if I found a friend, I would go hang out with them then. But I was just kind of like hanging around and just looking at everybody. It's basically what I was doing. So I just kind of like, I just enjoyed my time. I just made the most of it and just was there a lot, to be honest. So, which, speaking of, let's go here. So day one, arrival. So this was me arriving on Wednesday into Georgia, right? So I left for the Phoenix airport at 2 a.m. because for me personally, it could take, I'd say, an hour and a half, maybe if bad traffic, a couple hours to get to the airport, right? So we're just basically just playing it safe. So we got up, we left, got gas and some snacks. And we started our drive, and I got there pretty early, which wasn't too bad. TSA, not a hassle at all. They were great. It was really, really fast. It was amazing. I was just like, wow, I got here kind of for no reason. Like, early for no reason, because I thought the TSA was going to be bad, but it wasn't. So I was really happy about that. So I just kind of sat and vibed for a little while, just listened to some music, played on my Switch, which I brought my Switch just for the sake of, like, not being bored. And then once I got off the plane, I went to my hotel, which I was a tad late because the Atlanta airport is the hardest fucking thing to navigate, unless I'm just stupid. I was struggling. I got lost in there for so long. Because, like, because of the suitcase I had, I didn't realize it was going to be too big to put on the plane. Like, when I was at the Phoenix airport, they're like, yeah, your suitcase is too big for the plane. Like, we're going to have to put it in cargo, and you're going to have to, like, retrieve it. And I'm going to be like, ah, fuck, okay, fine. Like, I guess, like, if I have to do it. Which, by the way, I packed pretty well. I brought, I would say, 6 days worth of clothes. So like underwear, shirts, pants, shorts, my essentials, stuff like that. You know, I tried to pack light as I could, but I also tried to pack as much as I could. I like packing extra clothes just in case of, like, if I get one dirty or, like, stuff like that. Whatever happens to it, right? Because it's not like I'm going to be able to do laundry while I'm here. I mean, I could, but I really didn't want to have to do that. So I just brought a shit ton of clothes. So so I had to go, when I landed in Atlanta, I had to go retrieve my suitcase. And that, thank God for the Delta app, dude. Oh my god, that shit got me around the airport. It literally give you directions on how to get where you need to go, right? But then so I finally got my bag. Finally. It took so long. I finally got it. And then I was like, okay, now how the fuck do I get out of here? How do I get out from here? And it turns out there is an escalator that went down to the kind of like the pickup area, but I did not see it because it was like behind a wall. So it was like behind like this big ass wall where I thought I didn't even know it led anywhere. And so like I think I was stuck in there for probably like nearly half an hour, just running around being like, where the fuck do I go right now? Cause like, what the fuck? Sorry, I'm taking a sip of water already. And then finally, after asking like the fourth person, how do I get out of this goddamn airport? They're like, oh, it's right there. Because I was like basically right next to it. And I was like, oh, I didn't see that. They're like, yeah, a lot of people happen to miss that. And I was like, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only person. Which, by the way, in this airport, you could very much tell a FurCon was about to happen. Because there were furries everywhere. And it wasn't, like, I only saw, like, a fursuit head. But I just saw all the furry stickers, all the furry shirts. Just, yeah. It was full of furries. And I'm going to give some context to this picture right here. So, in the first hotel, oh, actually, no, I haven't even talked about this hotel yet, so never mind. Well, we'll get to this. Alright, so then, out to the airport, I was like, okay, it's time for me to Uber to this hotel. This hotel is called Hometown Studios. And this was an interesting place. I will say that for that much. You can't see it right here, but I rated like 2 out of 5. So, when I first got here, which, by the way, my Uber driver got lost because he didn't know how to get in here, even though it was, like, painfully obvious. I was just like, brother, what the fuck are you doing? So, right here was, like, the office. So this is where you would go and, like, check in and, like, do all that, right? And they had, like, multiple buildings. So, I think there was, like, 4 of these buildings there. So, originally, they gave me a room, right? And they're like, okay, well, enjoy your stay. Like, here's your room. Here's your little card and everything like that. And I was like, okay, yeah, thank you so much. Like, lovely. Love that for me, right? I went to the room, which it was, like, near the back. It was, like, almost the last building, I think. Which it took me a little bit to find. So I had gone down, like, up and down, like, 3 cases of stairs, I think. 3 flights of stairs at that point. Because they had like a downstairs here, and they also had an upstairs right here that went all the way. So it took me quite a while to find this, my original room. And when I got to my room, I was like, it isn't even finished, because like there was just shit everywhere. There was no power. There was only like one working light, which was the bathroom. There was nothing on the bed but a mattress like a mattress. Like there was, I don't even think the pillows had covers. So I was like, I'm not staying in this room. I'm not staying in this room at all. So I went back to the front desk from that whole way. And I was like, hey, my room has no power. And they're like, what do you mean your room has no power? I was like, it looks like it's not even done. And so another employee had come up to the person who had originally given me this room and was like, what room do you have? And so I told her what room I had. I don't know exactly which one it was. And she looked at her coworker that gave me this room and she's like, that room's not done. that room's not done. Which is exactly what I thought. It did not look done, right? And there was no even AC in that room too, so it was hot as shit in there. And so yeah, basically they're like, okay, well, we're so sorry, we didn't mean to do that, because originally I was just going to ask for my money back, but then because of hotels.com, because that's how I reserved my room, I wasn't going to be able to get that money back because it was already too late. So then it was like, well, fuck, okay, basically. So I guess I'll just take another room. So I got another room, and it was actually one of these top floors on this first building. So it ended up kind of being more convenient this way, that I was just on the top floor of this building. I think I was literally like around right there, so like near the staircase, right? And I will say it was okay. The shower doors were like these wheel slide doors. That one of those I think kind of like broke on me a little bit. I was able to like pick it back up and kind of like fix it to where it needed to be put, but then I got water everywhere on my floor, which was unfortunate. So I wasn't a big fan of that. I understand the aesthetic they were going for, just didn't execute too well. Dude, I hated their soap 100%. Like the Real Carmart interesting color combination on your model there, I can't lie, looks good. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. I like doing like the neutral colors and a little pop of color, so I appreciate that. Fuck. Okay, yeah. Like when I went to wash my hair with their like shampoo, which they didn't have conditioner by the way, they only had shampoo, and it was in like those little stupid travel size things. There's a nice picture of some nuts. I will get to that. Yeah, it just made my hair feel sticky. I hated it. I did not like how it made my hair feel. I hated that. And then they only had the bar soap. Which I think, yeah, this is what I used on my body. That also made me feel sticky. I really didn't like it. It just was a horrible texture things going on there. The bed was okay. The bed was pretty comfy, I will say. It wasn't horrible. It was probably like one of the nicer hotel beds I've laid on for sure. Because for me, like, hello Tuxin, hello, welcome back. How was your fall weekend? I'm actually talking about that right now. So that's perfect timing. Using hotel shampoo is devious stuff. To be honest, I always bring my own. See, I didn't really know what I could pack and what I couldn't pack. I was trying to stay, like, trying to pack light as possible, but still trying to pack what I needed. So I didn't know if I was going to be allowed with soap and TSA and all that stuff. So I was just being careful. So I just had to work with what I had. But I will say, like, most of my complaint of my room was the heat. That AC did not do fuck shit. It was just like long box, which usually like your hotels will have the boxes, right? And that's fine. But you could not feel this one unless you were literally laying in this bed like a vegetable. Like you weren't moving a fucking inch, and you were not, like, basically not wearing any clothing and not under the covers. Like you could barely feel this fucker working. And the lowest temperature you get was 60. So I had it on the lowest temperature, and it was horrible. So yeah, I would not recommend staying at this hotel at all. Like if you want something cheap, sure, but 2 out of 5, honestly, I would not stay here again. It was bad. So let me get context of this picture now. So there's the gas station literally right across the street. It was really like right next to the hotel. And in the corner were these. Now these are called boiled peanuts, hard-boiled peanuts. All right, these are one of my favorite snacks ever. Because I originally grew up in Florida, so these were everywhere. And it literally is just peanuts boiled in juice, and so it makes them like actually like kind of doesn't make them hard anymore. They're more like kind of like, I guess, wet. I don't really know how to explain like how, to make this. I don't know how to make this sound good, but trust me, it's really good, especially the Cajun. because you got like spicy peanuts. I love this shit. I will eat a huge cup of this shit in like a couple of hours. Like, this is like such a good little munch. I love them so much. Coming from a country where ACs and houses are basically non-existent, I feel your pain. Yeah, it was really bad. It was horrible. It was horrible. So, yeah, I fucking love these things. These things are so good. I sadly did not get any. Because I was just like, I was already buying stuff. Like, I think I was buying something to eat, some water, and like a monster. So I was already buying stuff while I was here. So I was like, I'm gonna try to save money, but as much as I want these, I'm not gonna get them. But dude, I was so happy to see those again because I was like, oh, my childhood, so good. All right. Anyway. But yeah, basically I stayed here for the first night, just Wednesday night in Atlanta, and I would meet my 2 new roommates the next day that I was going to stay in at the Westin, which was that Wolf Coda and his friend Selzy, which we'll go to that now. So, this is now officially the first day of the con, is when I get to the Westin. So, this is a picture I took when I was on my way there in the Uber. This was one of the flyers that you could see just on the street, which it was so cool just seeing like furry posters like this on the street. I fucking loved it. It just, dude, in that Uber I was trying so hard like not to get emotional because I was just like, holy fuck, I can't believe I'm actually at my first FURCON, and I've always wanted to go to FWA, like because of all the videos I used to watch as a kid. So like, I don't know, it was so crazy basically. But yes, I stayed at the Westin during this time, which is one of the main con hotels. Which we were on the 36th floor. So in this photo, you can see this was our view. Oh, so pretty. Loved it very much. Was a really cozy room. Was a huge upgrade to what I was staying in, especially the shower. The hotel stuff still made my hair feel bad, but it wasn't as bad as it was. You know what I mean? It wasn't as bad as the other. So it was like more tolerable, and they actually had conditioner this time, so then I could actually just like, you know, make my hair feel better. So I stayed here basically the whole rest of the con except for my last night. And so here's Cody Yode's fursuit. Isn't it cute? And then this is that Wolf Coda. I censored his face because I don't know if he wants his face out there, and I wouldn't expose his face out there. So this is that Wolf Coda. I stayed with him during this time. And then this is Cody Yode's fursuit. It's so fucking cute. Video Cactus is a whole vibe. I love it. It's adorable. So fucking cute. And bro, looking up and seeing this was just such a wow, you know? Like, this is really like, I really underestimated how big this hotel was. Like, holy fuck. And it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous on the inside. It's amazing. So yeah, everything was walking distance, so I could just walk to the con, walk to whatever food place I needed to go. Like, everything was pretty good walking distance. And I will say it was very interesting getting back adjusted to the humidity. The humidity was not fun. But we ball for sure. What city was this in? This was in Atlanta, Georgia. So, it's kind of, so it's on the East Coast. So you got the humidity all over here. And I'm originally from the East Coast, like I said, like I'm originally from Florida, so I did live in humidity for a lot of my life. But after the past 3 years of living in dry heat, I totally forgot what humidity felt like. Made everything significantly hotter than it should have. But yeah, FWA takes place in Atlanta, Georgia, in the Marriott Marquis. So that's what this is right here. This is also a VR chat world somebody made, so you could also just explore the hotel as a VR chat world if you ever wanted to. But yeah, for the Westin, 5 out of 5. Loved it. It was such a good hotel. You watch any sports by chance? No, I do not. I do not. I'm sorry. I do not watch any sports. I apologize. Let me go snooze these ads for a little bit, because we're gonna go to the next slide. So this was the first day of the con. Well, I'm not gonna go to the next slide yet. First day of the con was mostly me just meeting up with my friends and getting to see their faces for the first time, and getting to see their fursuits, and just like you can see Beta right here in the background. Like this is all of us just basically meeting each other. So that's basically all this day one was just like seeing each other for the first time. Wait. No, wait, go back. No, go back. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I think I got myself confused. I guess that these day things didn't end up really working that well, right? Oh wait, yeah, you know what? Because we got Chick-fil-A on this day, I think. So I think this... I might have missed something. Whatever, it's fine. So... one of these days at the con, I was awake for 23 hours. Yeah, it was like... Yeah. You know what? It was the first day. So this was the next day. I woke up at 4 a.m. And that Wolf Coda had just got home. Like, he had just got that back to the apartment. Or the apartment, the room, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I was like, where the fuck have you been? Like, where have you been? And he's like, oh, I was at a room party. And I was like, what fucking room party? It was up until 4 a.m. And he's like, you weren't invited or you didn't know about it? And I was like, no, like I had no idea. So then I got invited to the next one. Which is what I mentioned here. But yeah, I woke up at 4 a.m. to that. And I was like, you know, I haven't eaten since yesterday when we got food when I got to the con. I'm kind of hungry. And he's like, okay, I'm wanting to go to bed, so you go get food. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, you know what? There's a Waffle House right down the street. I'm gonna go get Waffle House because, you know, it's something pretty easy, and you know they're always open at all hours at this point. You know. What I didn't know was that at this hour, 4 a.m., Waffle House was to go only, so you could not dine in at this time. It was to go only. And there was already a long ass line for some fucking reason at 4 a.m. So I'm like, I'm not gonna wait for this. I'm just gonna go somewhere else. So I'm like, let's find a gas station, right? Just a simple little gas station. Let's pick up some food, pick up a Monster, stuff like that, right? Apple Maps was fucking me. Was basically being a bitch because it kept telling me things were open, but then they weren't when I would arrive. So I had walked almost half an hour away from my hotel at this point, and I finally found a gas station. Finally found a gas station. Oh my fucking god. I was pissed the fuck off at this point. And like, it's already Atlanta and it's dark as fuck out. I'm already just like on edge because I'm like, I'm in a city that I know nothing of, and I'm just scared. Basically, it was horrible. But yeah, I ended up going to the gas station. I was hot as fuck at this point. I was sweating my balls off. Despite it being like cold, it was also humid, so it was actually kind of hot at the same time. So despite the cool breeze, it was hot. And I got in there and I got like a slushie, a big ass thing of water, and I was like, you know what, a Danish will just do fine. Which I only ended up eating half the Danish because my stomach did not like it. My stomach did not like this Danish. But you know what? We ball. It's okay. I end up going back. Yes, I walked back to my place. And I saw what time it was. I think it was like, I don't even know, 6 a.m? Something like that. And I was like, well, I don't want to wake up that Wolf Coda and his friend Celsi, because they're definitely asleep right now, because they both got home pretty late. So I went ahead and just waited in the Westin lobby for a while. Just was on my phone, vibing to myself, having a good time. And I think like an hour and a half, 2 hours went by, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back up to the room. I'm gonna take a shower. They should be up by now. And they were up, thankfully. And I was like, well, I'm gonna take up the shower, guys, so you guys have fun. I very much did shower every day at this con, just because I was just trying to be hygienic, and I sweat a lot. Like, when I get hot, I get fucking hot. Like, I sweat like a motherfucker. And I very much could tell I did not smell good. So I was trying to shower every day. I even do it twice if I needed to, but I think that only happened like one time. Which is whatever, right? So I took a shower and I came out and I was like, well, the con should be open by now, so let's just go to the con. And the Ferality portal had been opened at this time, which, oh my god, I loved this room. This room was super nice and cold. You can't really see it, but like, look at how cute it is with all the stars and everything. This was one of like the coolest rooms to go to, like, as of temperature wise. It was super cold in there and it felt amazing, and it was like really good for some fursuiters who just like wanted to hang out in their fursuit but didn't want to sweat their ass off. This was a good, like, good warm temp thing. Which, here's the portal, here's where you could see everybody. There was another section where you could see people, but this one was like the main one. They had this like a whole like section of the room to go to this one. And I don't know how many of you guys know Kip Kingdom. Kip Kingdom is a really cool guy. He's on the team for Ferality, obviously. And just in general, he's super talented, and he let me wear his fursuit head. So that's what this is. This is me wearing his fursuit head. Because I had mentioned, like, oh yeah, like, I've never actually had a fursuit before. Like, I've never tried on a fursuit head before. Like, I've only tried on, like, those cheap Halloween masks. He's like, oh, well, try mine on. And I was like, are you sure? Like, are you sure, sire? He's like, yeah, no, it's clean. Like, put it on, man. And I was like, oh, bet. Like, I already love this. This is actually a 3D printed base, and then instead of using fox fur, this uses felt. So that's what gives it this like very shaven kind of look, like very short look, and I love it. This fursuit looks so good. It was really light, and it had a really good vision. You could also see from inside the mouth too. Like, there was mesh right here in the mouth, so you could see in here, and you also had the eyes. So I had a really good visibility, for sure. Apparently, I guess I had convinced some people while I was wearing this suit that I was Kip, which, guys, I am way too short to be Kip. Which I will say that now. Almost every single one of my friends were like, oh yeah, you really are short, huh? And I'm like, why would I lie about that? Why would I lie about being as short as I am? Right? And so everybody was absolutely massive to me. They were huge. Because they were like, they're like 5'6", or to like, I would say like 5'6" to like 6 something, like 6 foot something. And I'm 5'1". I'm small as shit. So I'm just like, well, damn. I'm just a little guy. So everybody kept making a joke of like, who shrunk Kip? Because I was so small. But yeah, I guess I did convince some people at the Ferality portal that I was Kip. Which I'm like, come on guys, really? But yeah. From there, I had gone to some room parties. I planned to already go to a room party, the one that that Wolf Coda had gone to the night before. I think it was like the same people, or like same host, stuff like that. We sadly ended up getting kicked out, but I enjoyed my time while I was there. At first I was a little on edge because I was like, I don't know a lot of the people in here. But then once I had a drink in me, I was like, okay, I'm a little okay now. I feel better. Like, my edge wasn't as bad. And I had a couple more drinks after that, like a couple people mixed for me, and they were pretty good. So I was like a little tipsy, but I wasn't like fucked up. Like, I was okay, you know. We sadly ended up getting kicked out of the part. Like, we all, like, staff ended up showing up to the room, was like, hey, like, this party's got to break up. We're getting too many noise complaints. And we're like, oh shit, like, we're so sorry. Like, we didn't mean to cause trouble. So we got kicked out. It was really upsetting. But then I was like down the lobby talking to somebody from the party, right? And a friend of mine came by that I very much remembered, which was Spot. I saw Spot. And I was like, holy shit, Spot, hi, you're here. And he was like, oh my god, what are you doing here? And so we basically like talked for a little bit. He's like, well, I'm going to a room party right now with all our friends in there. And I was like, oh, can I tag along? And he's like, yeah, I will just go ahead and send a text real quick. Just like, just to ask. In which they said yes. I went there. Every single one of my friends from my friend group were there. I was like, this is where you fuckers have been this whole time. Because I hadn't really seen them yet. Like, it was Meaty, Cyclone, Snowy Fluff, Marvy, Ronnie, fuck. I think their name's Scorn? I could be saying their name wrong. But Fuzzy Fucka, just like, basically all of my friends were there. And I was just, and like Fusion. Fusion was the one that was hosting. And I was just like, oh my god, like this is so crazy. I'm hanging out with all of my VR chat friend group in real life. Like that's so cool. But I think all of the effects of barely eating, being up for 23 hours, and having alcohol, and just really started to hit. I looked tired, and they very much said that you looked very tired. I looked very tired. So I think it was like 2 something. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna actually go home because I'm just kind of tired, to be honest with you. So I walked home and I passed the fuck out. Oh my god, it's Kip. Oh my god, it's Levi. Hi, Levi. I got to meet Levi at the FWA, by the way, too. It was so fucking cool to meet you. So fucking cool to meet you. I was so happy. You did. I did meet you. Where I'm actually doing my fall recap, as you can see right now. So, yeah, it's still super cool that Kip let me try on his head. Because, like, it was the thing of, like, I think I've mentioned this to a couple people, but I'm like, me and Kip don't really talk to each other. Like, I'll see him in instances, but he's always talking to somebody, so I don't really talk to him. So I guess just being able to talk to him more at the con, and, like, getting to actually kind of know him, it was pretty nice. It was just like, oh, okay, like, this is cute. So I don't know, I felt kind of honored being able to wear this, to be honest with you. You let me do the same thing too? Yeah, this shit is so good. I love his got me so off guard when you said hey. Is that not what you expected me to look like? Or I feel like there's a lot of people that didn't really expect me to look like that, like I do. I knew I expected short because no name, because no name I didn't know. Yeah, I forgot to put a name on my badge. I will certainly learn from my mistakes, for sure. I didn't really think about it, to be honest with you. But it's okay. It's fine. So let's go to the next one. Here's some people I met. So here's actually just my face, too. Like, I haven't thought about censoring these, but, like, whatever, right? You guys can already go on Twitter and on the Discord server and see these pictures. So it's not like you guys don't know what I look like at this point if you guys follow me. Right? Oh, hey, Finn. Finn's great. Alright, am I what you expected? Honestly, I didn't know what to expect of you, to be honest. I knew just, like, tall. But, like, that was almost everybody. But yeah, your voice matched your face pretty well. Finn's great. Yeah, I met Finn. I think Finn is, like, one of the really good, furry fandom educators of like right now. I like that he makes TikToks about like educating stuff about the furry fandom and basically helping out new furs and stuff and everything like that. So pretty great guy. I love his fursuit too. I never really see this very unique persona for sure, at least to me. I also got to meet Corey Coyote, which, oh my god, bro. I've been watching him for so long. It's not even funny how long I've been watching this guy. And of course, like, he has his own 18 plus content too. I follow whatever, but like I mostly just liked him from YouTube. So it was just super cool to finally meet this person. Which he debuted his new suit, the suit head. Love it. It's so fucking cute. I honestly just love his design. It's so unique and just I love the colors. And like I too met Finn the Panther. He's very nice and cool. Yeah, he's very sweet. Very, very sweet. But I will say, like, fursonas that have a little pink nose. Oh, I love that shit. I don't know why I love the little pink noses, but they're so fucking cute. But, oh my god, dude, I met the Arcanines. The Pacanines. I was so happy. Because I remember when there was just, like, 2 of these motherfuckers. Because I've always seen them in con videos since I was younger. And I guess just finally being able to see them in person was just like I guess a full circle moment? I don't even know. Not full circle moment, but just a really cool moment for me personally. I'm like, holy shit. Like, I got to meet these little guys. So then, chopped liver, purple slits for nose holes. No! No, I love your persona, bro. I don't see snake personas, so it's super cool to, like, see that for sure. I love your design. Your colors are really cool. But yeah, I just love doggies with the little pink noses. They're so cute. But yeah, cool moment for me just to be able to finally meet them, or take a picture with them. Which, by the way, there was a picture of like a guy with these, and he's like holding up his 2 middle fingers in the picture, and I'm like, and people are getting so pissed about it, and I'm like, what is he doing? Like, what is he doing wrong? I think this is just a picture. Like, what? I don't know. Furries are weird. I thought it was super strange. Please send help. I got hit on my VR friends. Hot on VR by friends unironically. Please send help. It happens. It happens. Sometimes it's just for fun, but sometimes it's for real. Sometimes you just can't tell. So yeah, we're gonna look at some videos I took. Which, by the way, I'm sorry that these are bad quality. I really didn't know how bad my camera was, but it's okay, because it's the thought that counts. So this was at one of the DJ events. I'm not sure which DJ's playing right now, but I really just like the visuals and everything. And I don't know, like, oh yeah, this was I forgot to mention, this is after the Moonlight Festival. So the Moonlight Festival had happened, which was a 18 plus party. So everybody's in like kick gear, basically half naked, latex, just all that shit. And honestly, like, I don't know. I thought I was just gonna kind of be like a little shocked, I guess, because I've never been to anything like this. But I was just like, no, this is the vibe. Like, this is whatever. Like, a lot of people were like, people shouldn't be like half naked and like all blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, what? It's what you're kind of meant to do at these parties. Which I just wore my chest binder and some jeans, and that was it. I just kind of kept it simple, and I thought it looked cute though. Oh god, the Moonlight. I liked the Moonlight. It was pretty fun. I was basically there just by myself at that point because the earliest reservation I could get was 11, which, by the way, FWA, please do not do the virtual queues again, because that shit just ended up not working out for you in the end. So just don't do it again. But, yeah, no, it was a pretty fun event. So this was after the Moonlight event had ended, because it ended at 2 in the morning, so I was there from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. So this was like afterwards. But yeah, I very much liked the sets that a lot of people were playing. They had some pretty good tracks. It's also just really cool just seeing all these furries, by the way, just on the floor. Seeing all the ears and stuff. This was just cool to look at. That's why I took this video. I will say my eyes certainly were not okay, but it's alright. It just made me tear up a little bit, I think. Mostly. But my ears were so gone, like, after this night. Just with all the loudspeakers I had been around. So, yeah, that's the end of that. So here's some other videos I took. There's some dance videos here. This was at like 9 a.m. I don't even remember when this was, but these were at like 9 a.m. These two were fucking cute as shit. I loved these two otters just dancing together. Oh yeah, this little girl was like dancing with all these furries too. Oh my god, had in my heart. So fucking sweet. So damn sweet. Loved that. Hello. Okay. Yeah, this is like 9 a.m. There's like this whole fucking dance circle happening. And I'm like, this is too early to be doing all this. It was so cute though. This guy was like getting it. This dude was getting it right here. Yeah, this is Michael Jackson. Have a good one, Coda. I'll talk to you later. See you, Levi. Have a good rest. Let's see. This was just like a cute little video. I don't know. I like their fursuit. I think that's mostly why I took it. A big belly. And then there's this. There was like two or three of these Spider-Men that could just do backflips. And I don't know why there were so many of them. But it was just really funny to me. Can I like help me? Why is this happening? Ah! Okay. So let's go. No, fuck. Can I go to the. Okay, fuck you. Let's just do this then. Let's do this. This is fine. We'll do that. So here's some other videos I took. So this was at the When Snakes Sing concert. Which, this was lit as fuck. He was fucking shredding. He was shredding that guitar. And there's that dog Coda. Look at him. He was up there. We love Dog Coda. The peanut butter dog. We love him. Which, by the way, I didn't really, I thought that Dog Coda was a little shorter than I thought he would be. But not in a bad way. It was just like, oh, I expect you just to be like a mountain compared to me, just like everybody else has been. But he was still pretty tall, though. But like that Wolf Coda and like Cody Yodi, oh my god, they were tall. Holy shit. Like, I think there was one point I was hugging Cody Yodi. And I like had to get on my tiptoes a little bit because he was just like so fucking tall. Oh yeah, here's this too. I think this is like the same performance and everything. But yeah, just cool lights and shit. Just cool lights and shit, basically, right? So let's go to my sticker book. So, hello Zaldar, holy shit, how are you? Oh my goodness. How are you, Bean? So FWA gave out free sticker books for their registration. For just like registering, just being there. So once you got your wristband, you would get these little sticker books. So basically this is, I only got 4 pages full, but that's okay. So we got this one. I got to meet Monty. I was so fucking happy when I got to meet Monty. He is one of the most influential furries when it comes to me figuring out what VR was, like VR chat. I'm gonna tell him some FWA stories. Yeah. That's basically what I'm doing. Just doing a little recap because FWA was my first con, so I definitely just like wanted to yap about it for a little bit for sure. But it's so good to see you. It's so good to see you. But yeah, Monty was a very influential person when it came to me discovering VR chat and that side of the furry world and everything like that. So super cool to meet him and see his fursuit and just, yeah, it was so surreal. Here's Levi. He was just here in chat. He left earlier. But here's his little goober sticker. So cute. I got Marvy and Ronnie with Torta Pounded. With these little... I love how many of these goobers got printed because of Bra. I wish I would have got mine from Bra sooner because I would have printed one out too. He's right there on the screen right now. Yeah. But it's alright. It's alright. Of course we got... Oh my god, that Jingware Panda. Like, of course. Which... But... Okay, yeah. Which, by the way, I will say, I didn't know a clue of what anybody looked like before this. Jake Werepanther's kind of handsome. He's a pretty handsome lad. I will fully say it. Pretty handsome guy. And then we've got Fusion right here. These are both of his Sonas. He was like, I think he's like the only one I got hollow stickers. So these are a cool little like new addition. And then we got Meaty. I love his stickers, so fucking cute. So this, someone needs to tell me who this is, because I honestly don't know. I don't know how I ended up with this sticker, because I don't know who this is. I feel bad, but I just genuinely don't know. And then, Skylar Puppy was not there, but that dog Coda had brought his stickers to the con. So I got a little sticker of Skylar, which Coda gave me an extra one. So now Skylar's even on my PC. Since I have like the whole pink setup going on, so Skylar just kind of fits. And then we got Jakey. Oh my god, Jakey's also very, very handsome. I already knew what he looked like, of course. But like, I don't know. Yeah, he was like, he was hugging me. He's like, "Damn, you really are short." And I was like, "Bro, like, leave me alone." But bro, his fucking fursuit head, oh, the wicker, I love it. So good. Love his fursuit head so much. Coda, hello, True Chaos. I've missed you, buddy. How have you been? Speaking of Coda, we also have that Wolf Coda. Here's his sticker that he gave me. He also gave me a magnet. One of his, like, I thought that was like super interesting. Because I'm like, wow, that's actually kind of a cool idea. Like, instead of like a sticker that could just get lost one day, like, people usually hang on to magnets, especially if they have like a significant meaning. Like, that's a pretty cool idea. Been doing good. How was FWA? It was really good. I'm currently actually talking about it. But yeah, super cool. It was super nice to see Coda. But yeah, I ended up sticking that magnet on my fridge. I had asked my roommates first. I'm like, hey, I did get kind of like a furry magnet from a friend of mine. Is it okay if I put it on the fridge? And they're like, yeah, sure. So, I got to meet Manster as well as there. It was super cool to see him. His fursuit's equally very, very cute. And honestly, he's just a good bean. He gives such good hugs. Such good hugs. Honestly, all of my friends give really good hugs. It was great. Here's a couple more Fusion stickers. Yeah, Meaty, and this is Cyclone, which is Meaty's significant other. And this is Greg G. Shep. I think he had given me more stickers, but I think I lost them. Which I feel really bad about that. Wait, did I forget to take a picture of a page? Hold on. I think I missed a page. Oh shit. You guys didn't hear that. Oh, there's a whole fucking picture I forgot to import. Oh shit, hold on. Hold on. I forgot like a whole ass picture. There we go. I forgot one. That's okay though. Let's just move this stuff around. It's alright. It happens. Let's just, yeah, we can make like Mike's a little smaller. He has like a whole page to himself. He literally has a whole page. Okay, there we go. We'll just do this. That's fine. I was like, I'm missing one. There we go. Alright. There we go. This looks much better. So, Oh yeah, I ended up putting my soda can on here. I had like 3 stickers left when I was done with it after the con, so I was like, oh, I'll just stick one in here just for fuck of it. But yeah, here's a little like and Mike page. He also gave me a couple of pins, which was super cute. I liked that idea as well, was the pins. Here's Kiba Wesker. He had like a custom pup hood, which I thought was super cool because I don't really see a lot of custom pup hoods. Yeah, there's the soda. There it is. Yes. Yeah, I think their name is Scorner. This was their sticker. I fucking love their sticker. It looks so it looks so silly. This was Alex. There's someone I more recently met through friends of friends or like mutual friends. Here's Novid. Dude, when I tell you Novid looks like his persona, he looks like his persona. Like, do you ever get that with people where like you see their persona and you see their face and you're like, yep, that sums about it. Like the whole like people look like their pet thing. Like that's exactly what this was. Like he looked so much like himself. It was crazy. Then I got to meet Food Man. I kind of run into him sometimes, not a lot, but he gave me one of these little mustaches that you would normally put on your face. I didn't really know what to do with it, so I put it in my sticker book because it's like now it's like a touch and feel sticker book. So I could just open it and like touch it. So stupid. But it was pretty cool to run into him. He had one of the long Furbies, which is just cursed. I hated it. Oh yeah, I got to meet Nami. Dude, I keep saying everybody was tall. Nami is tall. That dude is a skyscraper. He is like, oh, I had to like literally look up at him. Like, it was fucking insane how tall he was. This is also another one, like in Mike stickers. This is the original one he gave me. He also gave me like a little postcard thing. And then he gave me these later on along with the pins. So, oh, you can't, shit. Go back. You can't see this one that well, but there is a sticker right here. But yeah, these were all my stickers. I'm very happy about it. And there's still a fuck ton of sticker book left, so either I'll use it for like personal stickers or I'll, you know, if I ever go to a con again, I'll tug it along with me kind of thing, you know? But yeah, I did want to tap into this because this shit was fucking crazy. This stuff was the talk of the con for a little while. From when they first happened to the end, right? So, you guys have probably seen this picture. This currently has 2.1 million views on Twitter. 2.1 million. That is probably the whole fandom and more at this point, right? You guys can see how tall this building is from the first picture I'd showed. So this is very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. And this is not the first time somebody's done this, but this is probably the most stupid person to not only do this, but then post it on social media of them doing this. He ended up getting arrested. He got himself banned from the con because at first everybody thought he got his whole room banned from the con, but thankfully it was just him. Right? And this guy had been like, he's just being a little shit, basically, is what he's been doing. But yeah, he basically just likes to try to look cool for clout, and this just, yeah. This is not only a safety risk of a person, because literally, if he makes one wrong move, splat. Dead. Just dead. You're fucking dead. But this also risks, you know, FWA not being allowed to be held at the Marriott Marquis anymore. And basically just ruining it for everyone. So, there's just, yeah. This was not the only photo of its kind or video of its kind, but this is the absolute most viral. I think this is literally the top floor. I think. I don't know. But yeah, this made me shit my pants when I first saw this. At first, I was really confused what I was looking at. And then I saw what I was looking at, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with people? That's crazy. That's crazy, yeah. And then afterwards, he got arrested. I guess they just let him off cut, whatever, what, like. And then he made a video in response being like, yo, Marriott, you should, like, I'm really interested in, like, a position because, like, I loved how you guys handled that situation. I was just like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, please be quiet. You're so annoying. You put so many people at risk. Like, I don't even know. You could, like, literally the con could have got canceled because of this. You know what I mean? And then this happened. I guess there's some guy named NanoFox. He had done stuff on VR with a minor online. And I guess his whole intention was to meet up with said minor at FWA. You know, just stupid pedo shit. Nasty pedo shit. So there was two people. They went up to him. And you could see how many people are around us, right? You see how many people are around here. They pepper sprayed him in front of all of these people. Which is... Okay. I'm gonna say this. Yes, fuck pedophiles. 100% fuck pedophiles. Yes. But there is a time and place. And you do not pepper spray in front of a fuck ton of people like this. That is not, like, you're not just affecting the person you're pepper spraying. You are affecting everybody in that vicinity of the pepper spray. So, honestly, this was really dangerous. Like, not dangerous, but just, like, kind of stupid. But, like, I understand what they were trying to do here. And trying to, like, troll a pedophile and just, you know, embarrass him. But this was not a great place to do it. Not in a busy place like this. So yeah, but yeah, he did get pepper sprayed. I think that Wolf Coda was actually around this area at this time as well. So apparently there's all chaos had broke loose after this. Very glad I wasn't there for that. I think I was at home when this happened. And I heard about it the next day. So yeah, that's currently something that happened. But yeah, I think that is about it. But 100%, like, a 10 out of 10. Like, the leadership, I don't know what's going on with the staff's leadership this year, but they were in fucking shambles. Like, absolute fucking shambles. They did not know what the fuck was going on. For fucking sure. But they tried. I still admire them for trying their best and doing what they could, and just staying super friendly. But the experience alone, like, despite all of the, like, the virtual queue shit and the staff being all lost, like, it was a really good con. Had really good memories. I'm very glad I got to go and see my friends in person and hang out with them in person and just have a good time. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Like, despite how broke as shit I am now, I am very happy about what I got to experience.